welcome back to Ultimate Frisbee OFSAA action. We are just ready to get set for the first here between the Humberside Huskies and Havercrest. Havercrest with possession on the far side of the field, making the catch. Look for options here. Huskies putting on their signature three-player defense structure, where they're going to have three players attempting to cover the disc carrier directly, and then having their other players in spaces around to try and pick off any longer range passes thrown out. Huskies huck a long one up in the air. That one is sailing down, and the Huskies are already on the board with their first point. Huskies making some good short work there of their opportunity with the disc, making some nice, quick, clean passes. Fair to see the Huskies pull the disc over to Havercrest. Havercrest coach having a discussion with the players. Teams are ready, and the disc is pulled, settling nicely there right by the 44. Havercrest passing out into the sidelines, and it is turned over. Huskies throw up another long ranger. That one being run down, just barely not able to be caught as the wind carried that one, sailing all the way into that near side left corner of the field. We've been streaming OFSAA action all day long. I'm Josh Miles, joined alongside Grant Newman and cameraman Tristan Messenger. Tristan is currently actively getting us lunch, so Grant has taken over on the camera work. Obviously, we know it's going to be beautiful.
Thank you.
And the Huskies convert on another point there with some good passing work. Huskies up to a quick 2-0 lead over Havercrest. We saw the Huskies here in game 1 take on the Mavericks, and they played a strong game there. The final score 12-5 in favor of the Huskies. Huskies playing a good strong defense as well, putting a lot of pressure on the disc carriers for the Mavericks, and you know they're going to look to do that again here. Well, they also, on the Husky side, they have some height to their advantage in players like number 32 and number 33, you can see over there on the left. And with that height comes advantages in being able to pass high and being able to collect the passes way up high before risking any of the low passes down closer to the ground where they can be picked off by more players. So definitely an advantage for them, but they have a pretty strong offense and they have some pretty accurate throwers out there, so it should be a pretty good game. Obviously already up 2-0 are the Huskies. Havercrest is going to go to work on offense now on the far side. That one almost makes it to another Havercrest teammate for a point. However, just a great interception, great read there by a Huskies player to get back on defense and intercept that one. Havercrest has gotten on the board.
Shout out to cameraman Tristan for getting us some lunch. We got some pizza. It's gonna be very good. We're gonna get our energy back. We're gonna give you the best comms possible.
Yeah. And now that Tristan the cameraman's back, you know the camera angles are going to be fire as always. Havercrest coach once again discussing a game plan with the players. And the disc is pulled. Huskies looking for options here. Trying to find open space with their backwards and lateral passing. Trying to drive forward now. And the Huskies are looking for those backwards options, but they're being taken away by Havercrest, who are reading them well. Forward pass and centralizing pass made. 35 with it for the Huskies now. A nice pass collected there by number 9. Number 9 with the backwards lateral. Once again, looking for the backwards pass, but read by Havercrest, and Havercrest can hurry here. Havercrest going back to work on offense, cycling it around, switching sides. On the near side now, looking to send it back over to the far side. They do, and they've done a great work at spreading out the defenders of the Huskies, making those defenders run back and forth. Unfortunately, one of the passes is dropped by number 13 from Havercrest, and the Huskies will get a chance to go back the other way. Unfortunately for the Huskies, though, they managed to drop a pass of their own, and Havercrest will head straight back onto the attack in the Huskies' end. That pass sails out of bounds, and Huskies will gain possession on the attempted swing. And that pass there missed its mark by quite a bit, and Havercrest will get possession in their own end, and they'll look to break out. Havercrest with a beautiful long-range throw. Collision between two teammates, but they knew each other were coming, and so they protected themselves accordingly. Great catch. Unfortunately, one of the follow-up passes had a tough time being received, and the Huskies are able to go back the other way. Huskies making their backwards laterals, trying to set up a play and get some time and space. Now they look to move it forward up the near side of the sidelines. Swinging sides of the field now, looking for options. Finds it on the far side near the sidelines. Sends it back behind, over towards the near side. Here we go. Field has been swung, and unfortunately the pass was dropped, and now Havercrest is back on the attack. Havercrest with a low pass that just barely avoids touching the ground. A nice catch there to prevent it from getting any lower. Unfortunately, it's turned over by Havercrest, and now the Huskies with possession of it on the near side sidelines. That one sent all the way down. Beautiful pass perfectly straight right to number 16. And the Huskies go back to their backwards. Their backwards passes trying to set up swings. And that overhand throw just couldn't quite meet its target. And Wind carried that one into a hook and kept it away from the paws of the Huskies. Havercrest with a nice soft arc pass. That one sent deep. Jumping for it, but everyone misses it, and that one lands softly on the field for a turnover. Fairly even match from between both teams so far. Both teams playing well defensively and well offensively. Both teams seem to be struggling at times with receiving some passes, but overall they've been playing really well. And look at that movement. What a catch! What a catch there by number 18 for the Huskies to get a point there. Was surrounded by 3 defenders and an almost desperation pass to throw it to try and maintain the speed, and diving to catch it is number 18 for the point. What a play. Wouldn't you say so, Grant?
Yeah, Josh, 100% agree. Really just outpacing Havercrest, making those short back and forth passes further and further down the field, and then looking to their teammate, which just barely made it, but it made it with an amazing catch. Really not too much Havercrest can do about that. The Huskies really reached flow state there. Very good play from the Huskies.
Indeed. Phenomenal passing. They're given a little too much time and space, and immediately they capitalized on that by just full sending some ladder style passes all the way down the field, and they took it right to the end zone with a beautiful finish. And the disc is pulled. Havercrest looking to spread out their players. Trapped out towards the far sidelines, looking for options. Finds one further down the sideline. And again, the overhand pass, well received there by number 2. Tracks it perfectly as it arced through the air. Nice long-range pass, grab attempt, and it is picked off by number 32 of the Huskies. Again, that height just coming in clutch there when it comes to receiving those long-range passes. Just able to intercept so many that are just trying to throw right over the head of all the teammates. And in order for Havercrest to catch it, they got to beat him, and he's tall, and he has a lot of time to grab it before they can. A nice hammer throw, nice floater, but unable to be caught as defender gets back in time just to make life a little bit more difficult and slaps that one away. Beautiful interception there by number 32. Could have just let that one hit the ground, but no, he one-hand picks it right off the floor. Beautiful passing work here from the Huskies. Diving attempt, just unable to get it. Pass just a little bit out in front. And diving attempt was made, almost caught it, but not quite. Here comes Havercrest back the other way. A nice catch made there. Had to go down on that one, but was able to make the catch, so it was all worth it. Havercrest looking to spread out. finds a more central player. That one is blocked by the Huskies, and now the Huskies will go back on offense. See if they can convert what they couldn't last time. Beautiful pass set up, just unable to be run onto, and just bounces off the hands and stays away. That pass, not sure who it was intended for, but it definitely did not go to wherever it was supposed to. Here's the Huskies with it now. Moving it centrally. Number 32 with it. Finds another central player. Goes down, making the catch. Looking for options. Makes the backwards pass. And strange little incident almost happened there over by the sidelines, as one of the other players from the bench was holding a Frisbee, and I think it confused one of the players momentarily, who went to go grab it and almost ran straight into her. But he realized right before it happened and stopped himself. And the actual game Frisbee was much further out of bounds than that one. Havercrest turns it over to the Huskies, with the Huskies making a great stalwart defensive play. Huskies cycling it laterally like they'd like to do so often. Passing it backwards. 32 with it now. Back over to the side to 13. Over to another 13. There's two 13s on the field right now for the Huskies. Huskies just barely not in the end zone right now. Have to keep cycling, but they've got some good movement so far. Just have to look for some time, look for some space, look for some options. Still not in the end zone, but getting closer. And there we go, into the end zone. The Huskies are, and they pick up their 4th point. Grant, what have you thought about the Huskies offense so far?
It's been a stellar performance from the Huskies in this game. They're really just outpacing Havercrest in every category. They're moving so fast, so efficiently, and they're creating so many opportunities for their teammates. They're finding space, and they're executing their throws almost perfectly every single time. Very, very good game from the Huskies so far in this first half.
And what do you think Havercrest has to do to get back into this one?
It's very simple, Josh. Havercrest just needs to up their pace. They need to push themselves to their limits to keep up with the Huskies. And when they have the Frisbee, they need to be looking for any space that there is, giving their teammates opportunities to throw them, because the Huskies are just overwhelming them right now.
Indeed, the Huskies playing a very fast-paced, intense game. Of course, we saw in the game 1, Huskies like to make those short laterals and backwards passes, gaining time and space for themselves. Every time they pass backwards, that's time that Havercrest has to push forward to re-engage the pressure on the disc carrier. And every time they have to do that, it takes a moment, and every time they pass backwards, they gain themselves a little bit of time to make a play, find space, find someone open, and it relieves a little bit of pressure. And so the more times that they're allowed to do that, the more time that they'll gain for themselves. Disc is pulled in, picked up by Havercrest. Yeah, Havercrest looking for options, finds one at the near sidelines. Looking for options again. The 3 defenders on, putting a lot of pressure and forcing a bad pass. And again, just getting stuck over on the sidelines. The Huskies just so good at that, pushing teams toward the sidelines to pin them down with that the 3-on style defense.
Huskies really showing what they're made of there on that defensive play, and I think that Havercrest could be taking a play from the Huskies book on that one, because Havercrest seems to be allowing the Huskies to get the disc into the middle, giving the Huskies more options. So I think that if Havercrest wants to punish the plays like the Huskies are doing on defense, they could be trying to push the other team to the side as well.
Forcing teams to the side still remains one of the best strategies in the game so far. For Ultimate, it just takes away so many more options that are available for teams. And then there we go. The Huskies pick up another point off of some, once again, elite passing work by getting the disc into the middle. And it's just, once the disc is in the middle, there's just so many more options for the players to pass. It can go any which direction. When you force them to one side, there's really only one way they can go to create more space for themselves, and that's outwards. The more they pass, that's inwards, and the more they pass outwards towards the sidelines, the more you compress and press into the sidelines, and then until eventually there's no room to go back, and it's just, you force them to turn it over and make a bad play, and that's what's been happening.
Yeah, Josh, when the Huskies are on offense, as soon as they get that ball into the middle, it's like everybody starts moving. They're giving their teammates options. When that first pass is received, there's multiple players predicting or giving the other player options to where they could throw the disc. And that's why the Huskies are playing so fast, because they're trying to play two plays ahead in a sense.
Indeed, and they're doing a good job at it, and the Havercrest coach once again comes out and talks to the players. As we wait here for the disc to be pulled. And there it goes. And that disc will land on its side and roll and settle all the way down by center field. Havercrest centralizes the disc, sends it off to the far side. Looks to re-centralize it. Has to make a couple passes and swing passes to make that happen. Here they've swung to the other side of the field, making some quick passes of their own now, but they seem to have stalled. Makes a low pass, but an excellent scoop there by number 2. Number 2 being pressured. Manages to drop it back for 13. Finds a teammate on the far side of the field, number 92. 92 trying to spin away from the defenders. Number 2 with it, back to 92. 92 being forced outwards. Again, the Huskies doing such an elite job at forcing Havercrest outwards and not letting them get inwards. Once again, sent back out to the far side corner. And if Havercrest has swung the field now, and they attempt the long ranger into the end zone, but that one misses its mark, and it'll be picked up by the Huskies.
Yeah, Josh, I think Havercrest had the right idea there. They seem to be looking to the middle a little bit more when they were getting pressured on offense, and that's when the opportunities were being opened up for them, when they were getting boxed in, and instead of looking even more wide, they looked to the middle, and then that's where that opportunity came from in that last play that they tried to make. Just a bit too long of a throw, but I think that's the right idea from Havercrest.
Indeed, definitely the right play to look more central in the field. You just obviously get so many more opportunities from a central location. Now the Huskies look to pass, but Huskies player trips. Now Havercrest has possession way into the Husky zone after that one, and they score. Havercrest taking advantage of an opportunity there given to them by the Huskies after the player tripped, and that resulted in a turnover deep into the Huskies end, and Havercrest will take those ones all day. Sometimes it really just doesn't matter how they come, it's if they come at all. And once again, I'm seeing pretty much after every break in the play, it's the Havercrest coach is coming out to talk to the players. And the disc is pulled. Huskies receiving. Huskies on the outer side of the field, looking to pass it forward. They do so, and trying to work forward, switching the field, and they do so successfully. Swinging back into the middle, back onto the other side of the field. Good movement from the Huskies. Here they come. Fast passes, and they're in. Immediate destruction there from the Huskies with that quick pass work. Just really great job to switch the field, pull the defenders one way, and then go back right back the other way. Just created so much time and space for them, and bang, bang, bang. Pass, 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 and they are in. Yeah, Grant, what did you think about that last play there? I don't know. The Huskies just some really sharp passing.
Well, I mean, you pretty much said it all there. I mean, bang, 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 right there, just making pass after pass. Boom, 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 pow, really making lots of space for themselves. Very impressive plays from the Huskies once again as they are pulling further and further ahead in this match.
Indeed, they are pulling further ahead in this match, and it's because of their offensive skills that they've been demonstrating all day long. In Game 1, they demonstrated it against the Mavericks, and now here in Game 3 of the day for the broadcast crew. It's only their second game of the day, but for us here at the broadcast crew, it's our third game of the day, and they have been playing phenomenal in this one as well as they get ready to pull the disc over to Havercrest. And there goes the disc. That one settles right on the 40. Swung to the outside of the field by Havercrest. Havercrest looking for some options. Slings that one, but intercepted beautifully by number 32 of the Huskies. Huskies centralizing the disc. Sling that one to the near side. A nice forward pass, a nice run on, and beautiful passing work by the Huskies. Just beautiful, absolutely just finding every open open man, just making sure to utilize them. Just some beautiful connecting passes, just getting by the defenders, just seeing all that time, seeing all that space. Some excellent work. And we've reached 7 points, which means we will be transitioning to a halftime. So we'll take a brief halftime, and we will be back shortly.
Yeah, Josh, just want to really wondering what the Havercrest coach is going to say to their players right now. If I were the Havercrest coach, I would want to be looking at a different strategy on defense. I was just taking a mental note there throughout the first half. I was noticing that they were playing a very man-to-man style of defense, and I think that the Huskies are just faster. They're just a faster team, and if Havercrest wants to lock them down on defense, they could switch to a more zones type of coverage, if you will, something similar to the Huskies or the Bobcats defense like they were doing in previous games.
Indeed, and we will join you for the second half after this quick break.
And we are back with the second half of the Huskies Havercrest Ultimate match here in the OFSAA Championships. Huskies are leading 7-2, and we are about to get started here in just a minute or so. Havercrest will be pulling first, and I believe, yeah, hands are up in the air, and the Frisbee is thrown. Drops at around the center line, with the Huskies taking possession first, throwing that across, but number 4 of Havercrest is going to cut that throw off. Possession for Havercrest, looking wide left, trying to play that through the middle.
Just playing the possession game right now. Now, looking to the right. Taking her time. She has some options left. Opts to throw that one back. Once again, looking up the middle. Not too much progress made right now. Just in a bit of a stalemate. But with that being said, Havercrest is starting to advance down the line. Huskies with some solid defense right now. Forcing Havercrest to make a bit of a risky play, and that's going to be possession for the Huskies. Huskies making that throw wide. A good grab from number 26, just making their way down the line. Some back and forth passes here with a lot of efficiency. Outpacing Havercrest. Now, less than 5 yards away from the goal line. And that's going to be an easy catch for the Huskies, 8-2. Once again, the Huskies starting off strong, making those short passes, just looking to run fast downfield, and it's working out for them once again. Very strong play. I apologize for the music in the background. Seems that somebody might have left a speaker on or something up here in the booth. Sound quality's not very good though. And the Huskies are going to be pulling here. Just 7 points away from taking this game. Havercrest seem to be strategizing in their own end. They need to be a bit more efficient when they have possession with the Frisbee, looking into the middle. As you have so many more options when you're central in the field compared to when you have that Frisbee on one of the sidelines. And Havercrest now starting at the center line. Huskies with some very strong pressure, forcing them to the side almost immediately. But Havercrest managing to make some solid passes. Just in the middle, taking their time. But with that being said, a very solid look from number 13, gaining some yards. Maybe looking back, 13 showing for that, trying to give her an option. She's maybe hesitating a little bit. So much pressure. 5 Huskies all on her. Havercrest taking that one back a bit. Now gaining some yards with a throw deep into the middle. The 35-yard line. Slowly advancing is Havercrest. Picking up the pace with their passes now. Taking your time, looking down, that's a good pass. Looking left, almost caught by one of the Havercrest players, but just deflected by number 17 of the Huskies. Some good defense there. And also some good offense. Close one for Havercrest. That one's got to sting just a bit. They're down quite a bit now. They do need some momentum. But now Havercrest on the attack with a beautiful throw down the right sideline. He has some options in the middle, chooses to throw that one down. Number 32 using his height to catch that one. Again, just advancing with so much speed. Getting another point for the Huskies, completely outpacing Havercrest. Very impressive play from the Huskies. Time and time again, just making those short passes back and forth down the line is working out for them. And the Huskies are pulling ahead in this game. And it's going to be the Huskies pulling this one. Got our cameraman just giving you a little view of the field here. Beautiful day at Richardson Stadium. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The Bob McFarland Family Plaza is looking amazing. Amazing day so far in day one of the OFSAA Ultimate Frisbee Championships. Huskies now pulling that one. Very long throw, reaching the 30-yard line in Havercrest end. Just making some quick throws. Back and forth now. Havercrest trying to advance that one, but it's just a little bit too high for number 20. And now the Huskies are going to regain possession. Once again, just making some very quick passes. Displaying so much confidence right now. Playing that one back to number 19. Huskies running around, trying to give him an option, but Havercrest is playing some solid defense. They can't advance it just yet. But with that being said, Huskies making a very strong throw in 21, outpacing his defender with another point for the Huskies, making the score 10-2. Good attempt there from Havercrest Huskies with a slight edge over them in that possession. They're really reaching flow state right now, if you will. Lots of smiles between the players at the Huskies. Assuming that they keep this up, this will be their second win of the day, and they will be 2-2 so far. 2-4-2. I mean, pardon me, pardon my English. Havercrest coach coming to discuss some strategy maybe with her players. Looking to change something up, maybe motivate her team. It's going to be pretty tough, though, right now for Havercrest to get back up. Huskies are playing a solid game. Very organized, very fast. Little hesitation on their throws. They have full confidence in themselves right now. Huskies with another powerful pull. And Havercrest is going to pick that one up in midfield. Looking for that option down, trying to pick up some quick yards, but maybe not fast enough with it. And Huskies are closing that off, but with a hammer throw to 73, just deflects off the hands. And Huskies are picking that one right back up, quickly sending passes back and forth, looking to get another point already. Going on those runs, but forced to play it back. Almost a 1-2 there, but just didn't quite connect. Now number 3 of Havercrest, looking to make some passes back. Switching the field. Maybe a bit of space there. 73 just can't quite reach it, and that's going to be out. And Huskies possession in their own defensive end. If Havercrest can cut off a pass right now, it could be very threatening for them. They need to lock down on their defense. But number 15 is going to show for that and get a clean receive. Just taking their time now. Looking for options. Almost connects, but it's just a bit low. And now Havercrest is going to look for a pass with a long throw, and that should be picked up, and it's good. Havercrest with the 3rd point of the game. building a little bit of momentum for the team. Hopefully lifting their heads up just that little bit. And although there is still quite a difference in the score, Havercrest are not out of this game yet. There's still time for them to bring this one back. I apologize for the shaking. We're just adjusting the camera here, trying to get you guys a better view. And there should be a bit less shaking now, as Tristan, the technician, has stabilized the camera. He's very smart. So shout out to Tristan. And Havercrest with the pull. That throw is going to roll out to center, with 28 picking that one up first. Now with possession right in the center of the field. Losing some yards, but still with possession. Lots of open space in the middle. And the Huskies are looking to fill those gaps. Now running out for it was number 7, but it didn't quite make it. And 16 tried to clean that one up, but just didn't quite get there. And Havercrest is going to get a chance to go on the offense, try and make something happen for themselves. Hopefully getting a fourth point. With a solid pass, it's looking good for them. Number 20's got some options in the middle. And Havercrest just trying to take some time, passing it back and forth right now. Havercrest trying to show for that. That's a very good run from 13. Good awareness to give their teammate an option. Good job switching the field right now. Havercrest maybe with an opportunity to get a 4th point, but that's turned over from the Huskies. Very solid defense there from number 20. Maybe a little bit of frustration from one of the Havercrest players. The referee going to have a chat with both of the players. Maybe some foul words exchanged. And it seems like it's going to be Havercrest possession at around 35 yards. And play is resumed with Havercrest looking to take some space, switching the field. Deflected by the Huskies, and 92 of Havercrest just can't quite get to it, with Huskies playing some very solid lockdown defense. Very good receive now from the Huskies, playing super fast. Overwhelming Havercrest right now with their speed. Lots of movement going on around the field. Havercrest trying to give their teammates options. Number 4 trying to make something happen, opting to go with that short pass. Now looking down the left line. Number 4 with a good run. Maybe a long throw, but she's going to send that one back, losing some yards, but keeping possession. And now a quick, snappy pass to number 12. And that's sent back to number 15. Havercrest just feet away from scoring a point, and that one's picked up by number 12. That one is in, I believe. I believe he did catch it before it touched the ground, and that's going to be yet another point for Huskies. Just 4 points from victory now. The Huskies just never seem to tire, really. Getting encouraged more and more with every point they score. They seem so much more in sync compared to last game that they played. Just pure confidence with every pass that they make. And it seems no one has a Frisbee. So now they're going to pull that one. Havercrest is ready to receive it. That one has a bit of a curve on it. It's going to be sent out to the right. Landing in at center field. 13 of Havercrest with possession. Looking for a long throw. Not in. But he needs to pass it to 73. And just missed it. Very unfortunate play. I believe the wind took that one just slightly. Good idea there from Havercrest. Very good spatial awareness from 13. Trying to look downfield. Noticing that his teammate was open. But it just didn't quite make it. Good attempt there. The Huskies now are going to try and make something happen themselves. They've been playing very well this game. Just a bit too much height on that throw, and Havercrest is going to get possession now. Sending that to the right, picked up by their number 4. Huskies switching to more of a man-to-man type of defense compared to what they were doing in this first half. And it's working out for them, as I believe that's number 12 smacking that down. Oh, I apologize. Number 15 smacking that down. And Havercrest with a long throw. And that's an amazing throw. 27 receiving that one. And they're already at center line. But with that being said, a little bit of a miscommunication there. And Havercrest is going to try and make something happen. But that sails just past number 3. Back and forth game right now. Both teams trying to play some long throws. Maybe a bit of an act of desperation for Havercrest. There is other games that have to be played today, so they do not have infinite time. So as this game goes on and on, Havercrest is going to have to make more risky throws if they want to get points. And that one's a good pass. Just maybe a bit too much speed on it for number 13 to pick that one up properly. And Havercrest will have a chance to make something happen here. Passing it up mid. Making a run through the middle. Very good throw. Lots of speed. And that's a point for Havercrest. Just outpacing the Huskies in that one. And that's what you like to see out of Havercrest. Shoot. It's red. Stream might be off. And I apologize. I believe our Ethernet cable got disconnected there for a second. I'm not quite sure how much time has been missed, but Havercrest did just get a point. Very nice throws downfield. Havercrest with a very fast play. And Havercrest with the pull. They seem to be feeling more encouraged after that last point. They're definitely playing a lot quicker compared to what they were doing before. And that's what that one's floating high up in the air. Wind's carrying that one wide. And it was a long throw, but the Wind took that one back. And it's going to be basically right at the center line. And Huskies trying to make something happen, but that one's going just out. And Havercrest has possession now, but that one's going to be dropped, and Huskies are going to try and make something happen. They've got possession, just back and forth. It's a long pass right to 21, and another point for the Huskies. Again, just outpacing them. Not a lot that Havercrest can do. They're just playing a very solid game right now. And Josh, question for you. What do you think setting the Huskies apart from the Havercrest, what do you think their biggest advantage has been so far in this game?
Well, I think as we've seen the Huskies in previous games so far, they've been really good at making those short passes to gain space for themselves, especially in the backwards direction. They've been really good at going backwards and cycling and switching the field. And Havercrest has just taken a little bit longer to catch up, but Havercrest has also been able to make these quick, sharp, and kind of, I'd say, medium distance passes with a high degree of accuracy. And I would say both teams are playing pretty well defensively. But yeah, I would say that the Huskies definitely have an advantage when it comes to moving the disc around on offense.
Some wise words there from Josh. Oh my. It seems there might have been a glitch in the sound system there. The mic is all good. And the Huskies are going to pull that one. Long throw to the 45, and that one's going to go out into the other game. But the ref displaying some 99 overall pace there, getting to the Frisbee before it can disrupt the other game. Stellar performance from the referee. And Havercrest now with possession, corralling the Frisbee upfield, making some back and forth 1-2 passes, going for a run now. Solid play there, and that's going to be Havercrest with a 5th point this game. Zoo-wee mama, what a play. And then Havercrest is going to pull that one. It just, oh, never mind. Just want to say shout out to everyone watching the stream and supporting. We really appreciate it. We love bringing these games to you guys. And the Frisbee's pulled, and that's going to be at the center line. The Huskies moving very fast with a long throw, but I don't think 26 is going to get there in time. It's the right idea there from the Huskies, trying to make something happen fast. But it's not going to work out for them. And Havercrest is going to get an opportunity to set up maybe a comeback. I don't think they have enough time, though, as there are other games to play today. This has definitely been a slower second half. Havercrest is playing a better game. Just passing that one back and forth. It's dangerous as they're keeping possession way in their defensive end, and then the Huskies are going to pick that one up. Could be an easy point for them. Just a yard to make for that point, but he's going to play it back as time's running down, and that's a bit of a missed throw, and Havercrest is going to pick that one up, sending a long throw, and number 13 is going to pick that one up. Way in the center, sending some long throws. It's one-on-one here. It's going to go just wide, and Havercrest almost converting on some two very deep throws, but that one curved just a little left. And the Huskies are going to gain possession in their defensive end. Just making some throws back and forth. And Havercrest, I believe. Actually, no, I'm not quite sure what happened there. But Huskies have possession. There seems to be some sort of discussion right now. I don't really know why. Trying to decide who has possession, and Huskies are going to start with it. Setting a long throw. I think that's going to connect if he can get there in time. Just a couple yards ahead of him. If there's just a little bit less power on that throw, then that would have made it. And now the Huskies are setting up a little bit of a different type of defense, going back to their roots. Now playing that hard press type of defense, whereas before they were doing more of a man-to-man style, as this form of defense has been succeeding for them more overall, I think. I like their idea. They like to force the other team to the sidelines, and that's, as I'm talking, that's going to be another point for the Huskies. Just an amazing throw there. Good play once again. And as I was saying, it seems like there might be a little fire alarm thing going off. Not quite sure what that was. But anyway. Oh, it seems that that's game. That's final.
I think we're only playing to 13.
And Josh just informed me that I believe they're only playing to 13 in these OFSAA games, just because there isn't enough time between all the matches to go to the 15, as we have one coming up right after that. And if you're wondering, that is going to be it's going to be Winston Churchill versus Leamington. So that's going to be starting at 12:45, so in less than 15 minutes. And that was a pretty good game, interesting game. It was nice to see Havercrest playing better in that second half. I think they were playing more efficient compared to the first. And good for the Huskies with another win in their tournament, starting off strong. Now, Josh, do you have any final thoughts on this match before we end stream?
Yeah, both teams played really well. And Grant, I want to give you a shout out because you're obviously doing our trial of play-by-play commentary, learning the ropes, and we give you a good go here. So good job on what you did. You sounded really great. And yeah, I think both teams they played a good game. Havercrest started off a little flat-footed, but they got it going towards the second half. Unfortunately, just down a little bit too much of a deficit to really overcome.
Kind words from Josh. What a guy. What a guy. Yeah, and I completely agree with you. Good games from both teams. So far, been a great day. Beautiful day here at Richardson Stadium. And we will catch you in just around 10 minutes for our fourth game of the day. Thank you for watching. I've been Grant Newman with Josh Miles, and we will catch you in 10 minutes.